Total opportunity is total number of chances out of all units to have a defect. Suppose if you have 1200 units with 8 defects that we saw, the chances that it might go wrong. So there are 9,600 opportunities. So we have 1,200 invoices that we have not checked, and we are looking at 8 possible things that we will check every time in the invoice. So there are totally 9,600 opportunities. So defect per unit. If there are 8 defects and 1,200 units, what is the defect per unit? 8 defects and defect per unit. Suppose if there are 10 defects, 10 divided by 1,200. So it is 8 divided by 1,200. If it is 10 defects, it is 10 divided by 1,200. Now I'll give you one more example. So we said defect per unit is total number of defects found in a sample by total sample size. Let us see. 26 defects found on 10 units of product. The defect per unit is 26 divided by 10. Now defect per opportunity. In our example, 9,600 opportunities, we saw 10 defects. So 10 divided by 9,600. So defect per million opportunities is nothing but whatever that you got, you multiplied. Now, if you see here earlier, defect per opportunity, we got only 0.001. It might look that we are doing very well. Oh, it's nothing, 0.0010, almost like nothing, right? But if you multiply by 1 million, you will get 1,041. And now DPMO is 1,041. So this is what DPMO helps in exaggerating. All of you please take good notes. There is a difference between parts per million and DPMO. Parts per million is based on the number of defective products, whereas DPMO is based on opportunities. I explained the difference between defects and defective. Suppose 1,000 invoices and one invoice has 10 things that needs to be verified. So what is the total number of opportunities? Yeah, 10,000 opportunities, right? Suppose one invoice has got all the errors, like everything, name, address, everything is an error, which means all 10 defects are there. My question is, how many defective invoices are there? There's only one defective invoice. How many defects are there? 10 defects. This is the difference between defects and defective. Point number 1. If you're calculating PPM, first percentage of defective we calculate divided by 1 divided by 1,000. You know, that is the percentage we are talking. Whereas if you talk DPMO, it is based on number of defects per million opportunities. One more example. If there are 2 defects in a sample of 100, with each of the units having 5 areas inspected. Suppose you are producing a component. Let us say that component is an automobile part, crankshaft or whatever. You are inspecting 5 areas. I will ask these questions one by one. How many opportunities are there in this? 5 opportunities. That is correct answer. Now that you have 10 units, what is the total number of opportunities? Is 500. Since there are 2 defects, what is the defect per opportunity? 2 divided by 500. Fantastic. Defect. And what is defect per million opportunity? 2 divided by 500 into 1 million. Fantastic. That's all. Now, this is the thing. This 4,000 if you refer to the sigma table, there is a sigma value for this.